Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter, and we appreciate you taking the time to hear a little bit more about what's going on in your community in St. Peter. So my mission today is really twofold, one of which is to talk about the special council meeting and the workshop from Monday evening, actually just last night on November 2nd. As I'm taping this, it's November 3rd. It's Election Day here in St. Peter and a number of other communities throughout the state of Minnesota. And so I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a few moments. Here is the agenda for this special council meeting, and as you'll see on there, and if you've been watching the news or reading the newspapers, you'll see that these two issues have gotten a lot of attention over the last 24 hours. That first issue is the land purchase from the school district number 508. And so I want to show you kind of a picture. I know this isn't the greatest picture, but you can check this out if you'd like. This is the parcel of property that we're talking about. So over here is Nicollet Avenue or County Road 20, and at the bottom here, this is Traverse Road. So these are the parcels that we're talking about. This kind of, I don't know, L-shaped, reverse L-shaped one, and then this area right along Nicollet Avenue. It's about 84 acres that the school district owns, and we're going to purchase 50 some of that for about $450,000. Now, half of that money, $225, is being paid for by some funds that we've had set aside through Nicollet Meadows that we have to spend on housing. Half is going to be paid through as over time as the lots sell as we develop this. Now, I think the key issue is that the city is intending to develop this in the same way, with one primary exception, that we developed Nicollet Meadows and Washington Terrace. Now, at the time that we developed Nicollet Meadows and Washington Terrace, and I bet some of you watching this live out there or know people that live out there, those were called affordable housing neighborhoods. Now the buzz term is workforce housing, and so we're kind of adopting that buzz term, even though it kind of means pretty much the same thing. Our goal is to develop housing for those first-time home buyers or those folks that have a good income, a fair income, but can't afford a $250,000 home. There's demand within our region for housing of this type, and our goal is to develop housing that kind of meets that niche, that helps those first-time home buyers, that helps those folks where first-time school teacher just out of college, or maybe the wife is a mechanic and the husband works in a manufacturing as a machinist someplace. Those are the kind of folks that we're really looking for. And if you fit in that category and you're renting now and you're looking to be in a single-family home, watch for information from us. Now, this isn't fully developed yet, but over the next 6 months or so, things will progress quite quickly, and we'll be looking to help people get into homes, help them, meet that American dream. Even though that American dream is shifting and changing a little bit, there's still a significant amount of people out there that want to own that home. And so our goal is to help them do that within our great community. It does a lot of things for our community, and maybe on the next State of the City video blog, I'll talk a little bit more about what that can mean. So that's really that first issue. That second issue is doing some utility work in that area to help support the first issue, the housing development that's going to occur. Again, so watch for that. There'll be a lot more discussion on the part of the City Council about housing and how important it is, what it means to the community, what is the data, the survey data, what does the empirical data tell us about needs within St. Peter, needs within our region, and incomes, and how that impacts the opportunity to own your own home. So we're excited about that. When we've done Nicollet Meadows and Washington Terrace, we had people waiting in line at the start of those to pick the spot to get the house to do those kind of things. So we're hopeful that that will occur. We are sure that St. Peter is a desirable place to live. So with that, let me go on to the workshop portion. There was really only one agenda item. You'll see some of my notes there. I mentioned a couple other things, but we were talking about production assistant job description. So that job description is going to be modified, and the council usually takes a look at that before they take action. I do want to also mention as a part of that, though, that we talked about last night at the workshop, the third floor opened yesterday for young people that go to school at North Elementary School. And so the third floor is a great after-school program that's a partnership between the city and the school district and Gustavus work-study students. Gustavus students work there and help make it all go. So we're very excited about this continuing. It's been something that's in place for, I bet we're in our 13th, 14th, maybe 15th year. And so it's a wonderful after-school program for students that go to North. So if you haven't been there or haven't been able to get your student there, you might want to try and check it out. It's really worthwhile. We also want to mention that a week from now, well, a little bit more than a week from now, but next Wednesday is Veterans Day, so we'll be closed for Veterans Day. Those are some of the offices that will be closed. Now, some of the other tidbits of information that I have for you that I think it's important for you to know is, as I'm taping this, it's about, I'm looking here, it's about 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon, and so election is going on in St. Peter, as I mentioned earlier. So first, I want to thank and encourage you to thank all of the candidates, whether they win or lose. It takes something extra to put your name on the line on the ballot and go through the process and attend the forums and participate and have people ask you questions and knock on doors and all of those things. It takes something to do that. And so whether you win, whether you lose or not, we really appreciate you taking the time to file and having interest in serving the community. And community members, you should thank those candidates. Again, win or lose, it's a wonderful thing. It's an important part of democracy to have competition, to have multiple people that are interested in serving in those positions. Then second, I want to thank election judges. They are the keepers of democracy for us. They really are. And I can't stress enough the thanks for election judges who go through, there's quite a little bit of training and knowledge that they have to be election judges and to make this all work out in the end. And so best of luck to everyone who's out there. And again, thanks for that. I also want to mention that leaf pickup is going on right now, and if you have more questions, let us know. Give us a call. I'll have my phone number up in a little bit, or you can call Public Works, and they'll be able to help you out as well. There's a lot of information on our website, too, but leaf pickup is ongoing in the north, and I think now we're at the south part of the community. And so, you know, a lot of people say, well, the leaves haven't fallen off all the trees yet, or off that kind of tree, and I have this kind of tree in my yard, and I wish we could judge it just perfectly, and I can tell you we've adjusted our scheduling and we've adjusted the process a little bit to continue to pick up leaves, but we will not be able to make it work for everyone for every tree. And so we do want to let you know that the compost facility for you to haul down on your own is open 24/7, 365 down there by the Armory on Swift Street at the corner of Swift and St. Julian. So we encourage you to use that if we haven't been able to pick up your leaves, whether your tree hasn't let them go yet, or whether you haven't had time to rake, or whether frankly it's happening after we're done. And I apologize for that, but Kyle, there's just not a way for us to make it all work out every year. And so watch for that. We're excited to try and provide that service as best we can. I also want to mention, unfortunately, even though the weather's been fantastic, it's likely to snow this year. And hopefully it'll hold off until next year, but it's likely to snow. And so I do want to show you this image. Where you put your curbies is really important as we plow snow, and also as we pick up and vacuum leaves and sweep the streets. The wrong image is on the top. Don't put your curbies at the curb. Curbies should be like in this picture, behind the curb. And I know there's probably a few yards where there's such a steep slope it doesn't work out, but this is really what we encourage people to do. It helps us keep the streets clean, helps keep them safe, especially with dark mornings and dark evenings, helps keep cars and people safe, and it's the right way to do it. So we'd encourage you to follow that. Again, there's the wrong way and there's the right way to put curbies out. So please work with us on that one. We'd appreciate that a lot. I also have to mention River's Edge. Here's one of the exceptional care close to home. We want to promote River's Edge. And there's been a lot of discussion about the River's Edge Clinic and a lot of discussion about the hospital and our work with Mankato Clinic and others forming new partnerships. And so stay tuned for that. There's a lot of things, exciting things that are going on in relation to that. And when I say exciting, I don't mean just for the hospital. I mean for care within our community. Having that opportunity to get that exceptional care close to home, greater opportunity for urgent care, cost savings, all of those kind of things are being evaluated, and you're going to see some new models and some new delivery systems come into play. And so we hope that impacts you and your family and helping to keep all of you healthy, which is, after all, the goal of River's Edge Hospital, our community hospital. So with that, I'm going to turn it off. I do have to show you this image. If you have a question, you want to email us or visit our website. Lots of great information on there. Also, lots of wonderful information on Facebook, or give us a call. We're happy to chat. That's all I have for this State of the City. Thanks for clicking in, tuning in. Hope to see you again next time.